What is going on, guys? Welcome to Nest. This is part number 6 of the gameplay walkthrough for Goddess of Victory NIKKE X Resident Evil Reborn Evil. And it does feel kind of weird going on ahead and saying something like that, because as we just previously learned in part number 5, that the Reborn Evil part of the title is actually something big within the story of the DLC here. Collaboration DLC. I usually call things DLC, but whatever it happens to be. So yes, there is something called Project Reborn Evil that Umbrella and one of the bad guy forces within the Goddess of Victory NIKKE universe are sort of using in order to create the Neo-virus under the guise of the Project Reborn Evil status. So we definitely need to go on ahead and learn more about what's going on in the Ark. Death is not the end. Death is purification. The purification of this world begins with death. The merciless judges descend. I feel like Sadler is definitely here, right? That'd be ridiculous. Elysion 9. That is another person issued in the missing people's case in part number 1 of the gameplay walkthrough. So this is another one, and I think we're getting their side of the story over here. And I believe this is probably the Ark. I was happy. The lazy days I spent with my husband and my daughter. I can remember them perfectly. This is starting off very similar to what Diapara had narrated to us, gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us lounging around cozily watching TV together. This is echoing very similar. Oh my goodness. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Oh, beep, beep, beep. The patient's vital signs are stable. Unfortunately, he remains unconscious for the reasons that are still undetermined. I see nobody in that bed. Unless their diagnosis is invisibility. At this stage, we can only continue to monitor his condition. May I ask what happened on the surface? From what I heard, he had an encounter with a Lord class Rapture. Lord class? Oh my god, I've never heard of those. Thankfully, the Nikkes who were recovered didn't suffer any brain damage. They'll be able to return to the battlefield once they're given new bodies. As for your husband, I can't say for sure. Wait, so they're treating her husband? A man named Miles Carter came to the center. Wait, that's another person I think in the missing case. I think, I might be wrong. He used to be a commander. After all the horrifying things he experienced on the surface, he now suffers from PTSD. He's been drowning himself in alcohol for years now. Did you endure such horrific experiences too? Is that why you're refusing to open your eyes? Wait a minute, is that... is that her case? Maybe she's similar to, I forget her name, but one of the maid character in the 100 Girlfriends Who really love you. I think that's, I don't know, I feel like that was, in a way, a little bit of a similar story there. You know, the Nikkes who went up to the surface with you, they're returning to the battlefield today. So, why aren't you? I communicate thoroughly through beeps. I have to go. Sweet dreams. Elysion 9. I've been waiting for you. Me? Whoa! You brought some wine? Right on. Who might you be? If you're planning on visiting the center... Here, take this. He also is lacking eyes. Interesting. Does he have some sort of trauma as well? This guy's dressed really nicely, and he's got a great cane, cool drone, wine, gate 09? I don't know what that means. Here, take this. Your husband asked me to deliver it. Take what? What's this? The eyes of the judge are the torch of salvation. Human life, the world into turmoil. New life, a cruel distortion. Merciless judges descend from the skies. The end is... Fear not. Reveal yourself. Hey. Whoa. I can't make out the rest. Wait, what? Wait, what? Thick black lines obscure parts of the text. So something's redacted, huh? Eventually, they go on to fill the entire page. I turn to the next page. Countless eyes stare at me from the pages. That's funny, because the last two characters we saw had no eyes. They refused to open them. Between the crimson eyes, faintly inscribed words can be seen. Fear not. Stand before the judge and reveal yourself. So it looks like Elysion 9 has been infected here or something like that, or converted rather. The surface is the altar of God. Death is the path to salvation. Oh God. You're shoving your beliefs in somebody's face. Death is the path to salvation. Death is salvation. Death. I think somebody has an obsession. Salvation. Death is the path to salvation. Death is the path that leads to salvation. Death is the true path to salvation. Let me guess, it's also a really, really good bucket of hot wings too. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. Oh. I think she gave... I think that's her husband? I don't know. A heart attack. Go on ahead and wait for us. Diapara and I will follow. Wait, she knows Diapara. We're returning to the happy days we once had. Are you Diapara's mother? I don't know. There's a chance. New revelation. Holy elixir discovered. I am not saying all that. I am not saying that like 12 times right there. Reborn. Live. Elixir, Mia, Volia, Evan, Kyle, Marco. Mia? You mean Mia Winters? Anyway, they descended to the surface and received salvation from the judges. Maybe it is Mia Winters and she was always a little messed up in the head. Even before she was infected by the mold. Miles Carter, that's another person. Lucas! Lucas Baker? Miles Carter, Lucas, Emily Cole, Iris Monroe. They consumed the holy elixir of the judge, and were reborn as greater beings. Elysion 9, Diapara. Through the holy elixir of the judge, the Neovirus. They aim to purify the evil within the Ark. And thereafter receive salvation from the judge. Poli. Wait, what? A traitor within the order. A new breed of human that defies the natural order. Intended as a sacrifice, offering before the sacred purification ritual. Where does Poli fit into this? Currently reflecting on her sins in the reformation chamber beneath the altar. I think they are talking about Poli here, possibly. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. With that, the cult leader's journal comes to an end. Oh. Oops. Oh, we're back with Dee and Ada. My head is spinning. This is interesting how there's, in a way, telling two sides of the same story. To quote, there's two sides to every story, which is a famous trait from Resident Evil 2. And yeah, I think they are taking that trait and also installing it here in the collaboration here. So they are really faithfully, like, bringing a lot of Resident Evil like isms, I guess you could say, in here, and I really like that. Feels like I'm right at home in a way, you know? These are the ramblings of someone deeply involved in a cult. Like, it feels like I'm playing a Resident Evil game. I love it. Anyway, of course, any normal person would get dizzy reading this, but I am not a human. I don't know. Dee lets out a sigh. Without me noticing, she had quietly come over to read the journal. Have you contacted the higher-ups? Yes. Blazeout squad is due to arrive in 2 hours. Do we need to survive for 2 hours? And until then, we just lay around a bit? No. Dang it, I really wanted to lay around with you two. Maybe like preferably in between you. You know, that's just me. Anyway, we need to resolve whatever problems we can, then get out of here. Unless we want to go down in flames along with the mansion. Sounds like fun. I say we resolve as many issues as we can. Then get out of here before this place burns down. This is our plan going forward. Now first things first, let's find this reformation chamber where Poli is being held. Oh, she is being held in there. Because in the journal we just read, it did say something about somebody atoning for their sins in a reformation chamber. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Jill, or not Jill, Claire. Let's go on ahead and take down these rapture beings. And take everybody down. I gotta reload. Cover me. Who's next? Anybody? Man, this grenade launcher is doing some work. Oh, hello? Oh, nice. My grenade launcher does some really nice damage, and I love it. Woo! Yes.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Are you a teacher or something like that? Like, you sound like you are a teacher. I guess. You got a cool drone and all that. Great design. You kind of look like a teacher. Especially with the shoulder pads and all that. But either way. My last herb. My last green herb. Hold on. The mansion's going up in flames? Ah, sounds familiar. What are you talking about? I thought we've discussed this. This is the Ark's protocol for dealing with outbreaks. So the idea of an epidemic response plan is to burn everything down? It's not just this place. Am I right? You are. They will torch all the residencies around the mansion as well. All for potential carriers. If they deem the situation to be critical, they might even reduce the entire outer rim to ashes. To stop the disease from spreading, reaching the Ark. What? Then what about the people living in the outer rim? Nest, don't be so naive. Between the Ark and the outer rim, you already know which one of the central governments will prioritize. Besides, surely you understand how dangerous a contagious disease would be in an enclosed space like the Ark. Everybody would eventually get it. That's very not good. The central government will go with the best option available to them. As they always do. This isn't the best option. They're just taking the easy way out. Sacrificing the few to save the many. Wait, that line sounds familiar, but said in like different words. Millions will give their life so that just one may live. She just quoted Albert Wesker before Resident Evil 4 events. In a sense. That meant like a very similar thing. Huh. Exactly. That's precisely why the central government sees this as the best option. A tale as old as time. Going with whatever's most convenient. What if we put a stop to whatever the Torch of Salvation is up to? Will Blazeout still intervene then? So we did read about the Blazeout squad or whatever. Are they the people that'll blow up everything? I don't think they have any affiliation with, you know, Commander and D and K and all of them, or I don't even think they have any affiliation with, like, Poli or Miranda or Query. Only if we can prove there's no risk of the Neovirus spreading any further. I doubt they would intentionally stir trouble. You said Blaze Out's schedule is to arrive in 2 hours. That's right. Then we've still got time. Let's reassess. Let's reassess our next move. D? Ada? What do you think we should do? I need your input to decide our next course of action. So let's get started with that. I'm fine with whatever. Of course you are, Ada. As long as we honor our deal, I'm game. D? My stance hasn't changed. I say, as your girlfriend, I say we resolve as many issues as we can. Then get out of here before this place burns down. This can be our course of action from here on out. So, you're taking the easy way out too. You can't be serious. Oh, uh-oh, we're gonna get in a little cat fight here. Uh-oh. The girlies are gonna go on head to head. Probably, because they did that in, like, part number 3 of the gameplay walkthrough. Since entering the Outer Rim and on our way to the mansion, we didn't encounter a single mutated creature or infected person. That means the virus hasn't spread beyond the mansion yet. Hopefully none of you guys have it. So, we still have a chance to prove that the Neovirus won't spread any further. Haha, that's the spirit. I did say we should resolve as many issues as possible. Alright, first we rescue Poli, then we find a way to deal with this Neovirus situation. Now, where do we start looking? According to these journals, Poli's reflecting on her sins in the reformation chamber beneath the altar. If she hasn't been sacrificed yet, that's where she's being held. There's going to be a passageway, or a passage through, no. There's got to be a passage to the reformation chamber somewhere here. Somewhere here, huh? And I think it's that door right there is the key right there. We just need to find whatever opens the secret passage, right? Yes. Are you just going to stand there all day, Ada? Oh, wow. Of course not. Our deal is still on. But I must say, I'm surprised. I had you pegged as a puppet who mindlessly follows orders. And that is absolutely the very opposite of Ada Wong. Not a chance. Let's cut the chit-chat and find that passage. Right away. And with that in mind, it looks like we are going to go on ahead and look to for a way to open up that door right behind that altar thingamabob.
Litter is here.
I don't know who Litter is, but I am fine. I don't fear. I fear nothing. I am Claire Redfield. It is not in the bloodline to fear. We fear nothing. Nice. All right, this grenade launcher is pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Straight out of Resident Evil 2 remake, also. We won. It looks like I don't have any herbs left to spare, which is pretty darn unfortunate. Anyway, as we search the second floor of the mansion, Ada calls out to us, or calls us to the front of the altar. Among bowls, blades, and ornaments of unknown purpose, that sounds just like Los Illuminatos, lies a Rapture core, glowing red, looking as ominous as ever. Looks pretty suspicious to me, don't you think? You're definitely right about that. It's extremely odd for a Rapture core to just be sitting here like this. D, look over here. D stares silently at the altar for a moment before finally speaking. Nice find. Nest, forget the core. Focus on what's around it. Around it? You mean like candles and stuff? Prompted by D's words, I glance back at the altar again. The Rapture core. The bowls and blades. the bullets and the blades that set us apart, and the candles faintly illuminating the area. Shush, 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 shush. Anyway, every so often a cold breeze sweeps through, and the candle flames flicker. Where would that be coming from? Trails of smoke drift towards the platform behind the altar. Upon closer inspection, the smoke is being drawn into a narrow crack in the platform. What? I knock on the platform. What platform? Like the table here? What? Thunk. A dull echo rings out from behind. I'm guessing there's a hidden space behind this. Oh! Bingo. That means our next step is... Ada rummages around the altar and points the raptor core towards the platform. Puzzle! Click, rumble. The platform slides open, revealing a hidden passageway. Oh my god, behind it. I'll go first. Ada grins and slips between the platform. I peer in and am greeted by a staircase descending deep underground. Let's head down, D. Alright. Stay sharp. We don't know what's waiting for us down there. And we don't have any crossbows with pipe bombs. We walk down the long corridor when Ada, who's ahead of us, stops abruptly. Whoa. Holy crap. What is this place? Look at this place. Whoa. The floor, the walls, the ceiling, everything is like, you know, it's full of vents, tubes, connectors, so much things, and it's all... Something definitely happened down here. What? I don't know. What is it? See for yourself. As Ada steps aside, something piled up in layers comes into view. From regular civilian clothing to work, school, police, nurse, and military uniforms. A variety of clothes are piled up together. A name tag on one of the military uniforms suddenly catches my eye. Miles Carter. Are these the clothes worn by the missing? There's more. Ada gestures silently. Several mass-produced Nikkes lie collapsed beyond the pile of clothes. The condition of their bodies paints a clear picture of what went on in here. I saw a pile of bodies in one of the trailer, and I think it was like the second trailer. I saw a pile of bodies in the laboratory. Is there a secondary laboratory? Maybe. Wait, hold on. This might be fire damage. And what went on? Fire. There was a fire that went on in one of the laboratories. Clearly not the one that Claire, Jill, Miranda, and Query are at. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. This one reeks of fire damage. Okay, I think I'm starting to follow with where that comes into play here. It has like fire damage potentially right here, and a pile of corpses and I guess clothes in tandem. A traitor hidden within the order. Suddenly, whoa! Somebody's shooting. Gunshots ring out. Is it coming from below us? Huh? Whoa! Miranda and everybody else. Wait, did they find each other? Because isn't that Dee's bag? Poli! Snap out of it! Poli! Deep within the corridor. Gah. Oh my god. Query, fire the rocket launcher! Oh, that's right. She always carries a ginormous rocket launcher. Roger! Figures... Roger! Sheva! Chris! Roger. Figures can be seen engaged in combat, with a creature howling ferociously. Miranda and... Query? But who are you other morally realistic looking characters? Do you know them? Yeah. Well, they look like they're in a tight spot, And they also look like they're from your universe and in the same art style. Nice one. We should go help the... Whoosh. Whoa, it's... I don't remember her name, but her last name is Winters, which I always find very funny. Whoosh. Out of nowhere, an axe flies in from behind, striking the creature dead on. She has a crazy design, dear God. She's one of those characters where the shirt buttons are holding on, like they're screaming just to hold tight, but then they eventually burst off and will eventually like burst into somebody's eye. Crack. She also has a baton. D charges forward to grab the axe, promptly slamming it back into the creature's exposed core in its lower half. Oh! That is... Look at that! That looks absolutely terrifying. Oh my god. ACPU. Isn't that one of the... I think that's what Poli, Miranda, and Query, I think they're part of that organization. Police force, I mean. Gah! By the time D pulls the axe free again, the creature has ceased its shrieking. Field change... What? Field changed. The door to the basement, where dark secrets lie hidden, has opened. Heading to the field now doesn't use any tickets. Minor field changes may not be notified individually. Oh. So no green herbs. Okay, we don't need to expend any green herbs going down here. That's the wind that they were talking about earlier. It opened! Holy moly! Wait a minute, this... in the previous part, I was like, who are we playing as? I don't recognize this. Her. This is that, Winters officer. That's her. So we're definitely going through that door. I just want to go back over here. Wait, who's that? Oh, that's Ada over there. Funny. Can I even go back? Oh, I can. Okay. I need to go to my supply box. There we go. Now, with that in mind, I'm definitely gonna need to buy some herbs here. Let's buy that. Buy. Nice, I got 5 left here. Whoa, I can buy these things here? Oh my god! I'm gonna buy your entire stock. I think they help you get characters, I think. What? Yeah. Yes. Oh my god, that was weird. I will buy your entire stock. I have so... Oh, okay, never mind. That's all my herbs. Well, my mixed herbs, but you know. Wow, okay. So you can buy all this stuff with herbs. What is this? I have 15 of them, apparently. Okay, but with that in mind, let's definitely go on ahead and venture what's behind door number 1. Oh, this is gonna be sick. Okay, we're going in. Whoa, it's top down. What's that? Mr. Raccoon, is that you? I can't even see that. I don't think we can even interact with it anyway. Oh, it is Mr. Raccoon, I knew it. I don't think we can interact with it. I think it was just sensing that. Alright, let's go down here. Hey, it's Ada, what's up? Are you hurt? Query, Miranda, Poli! We found Poli! And there's Claire and Jill. Poli? Poli! Poli! Everyone's saying Poli. Nice, got my coin. Yeah, we got new herbs! Woo! Alright. Hype. Ooh! Something in the corner. Trader. Huh? That's all it says. Anything else? Over here? No. Oh, I see something. 2 things, actually. Hello. I will take that. And there's something up here, too. Oh, in a cell? That's creepy. Okay. Ugh. Oh, right. We got a new OST. Sick. I like how Ada's maintaining distance here. So how do I go on ahead and continue here? Is there a way? Hello? Guys? Story 2. Maybe I have to go on and click that again, maybe. Oh yeah, that's the like the save thing in Bob. So let's go on ahead and go back there, I guess. Should probably bring us back to that screen. Oh! Yes. I guess so. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Well, oh, repeat. No data. Oh, I gotta finish this one. Okay. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this. Poli, are you awake? Miranda? Are you hurt? And Query? What are you two doing here? Deapara? Now, that's not the same, or not the, no, now is not the time to be standing around. Deapara is headed to the surface. Calm down, Poli. You don't look so good. Poli attempts to stand up, but promptly drops back down. So she is the girl from the trailers. It's clear she's suffered a great deal while trapped here. Commander, you're here too. I see some unfamiliar faces here. About that. She has a bandage on her knee. This is Jill and Claire. They were escaping from Raccoon City when their vision turned blurry. The next thing they knew, they ended up in this mansion. What? So, they got dragged in from another world through the D-Wave too. Everyone, mind if I say something? I explained the D-Wave in detail. So, that's why things weren't adding up? Another world, but we can still return to our own world, right? Hopefully, you guys are needed for some sequels. Sure. Oh, all we've got to do is wake up the gatekeeper. Then let's go and get this gatekeeper thing out of bed. What a line, Claire. Before we do that, there's something I want to ask. Does Umbrella Corporation also exist in this world? Oh! Umbrella Corporation? Yes. It seems like Umbrella Corporation is behind what happened in the mansion. No, I don't believe I've ever heard of Umbrella Corporation in our world. Those documents we found in the mansion are the only data we have on Umbrella. Man, the whole gang is here, but we'll have to dig a little deeper to get the full picture. So they don't exist here, but then why? Claire, let's hold off on waking up the gatekeeper for now. Why? You heard him. Although we don't know precisely what's going on, it's clear that Umbrella has some kind of influence on this world. We can't let this stand. We have to make things right before leaving. Make things right? Claire looks at Query, because she's taller than Query. She doesn't have to look up. Ooh, a flashback. You said your colleagues followed a Diapara all the way down here, right? Then we've got to find them. Both Diapara and your colleague. And everyone else who's gone missing. After that, we need to make sure they'll never be able to do this again. I remember them saying this, by the way. I'm sick of watching viruses rob people of what's precious to them. Do you think we can really handle this on our own? Come on, Query. I believe in you. Are you saying you don't have any faith in me? Oh. Sigh. If we leave things like this, it'll bug me endlessly. And I don't want to be, and I want to be able to focus on finding my brother. Says the future humanitarian. Alright. Might as well give it a shot. So, where do we begin? Hold up. I really thankful? I think it's supposed to say I'm really. Okay. I'm really thankful everyone's offering their help. But there is still something left to verify. Verify? Yes. I still haven't heard of that person's introduction. Oh my god, look at her. Dang, what a waifu. Holy. Ho 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 ho. Would not mind getting arrested from her. Policewoman Winters, I think. I don't know. I saw her on the demo. I didn't really click on her though because I didn't really know her. But now, I guess I can get to know her maybe a little more personally, if you know what I'm saying. Is Kay here? My bad. Sorry, Kay. I am forever, what's the word, loyal to you. And until now, everything changes. Yeah, let's learn about who she is. Poli's eyes drift towards D, who is sitting silently in the corner. At some point, without me noticing, she has changed into a police uniform. Wait! That's K? Or, D, I mean, not, sorry. D. That's D? Wow, I still am loyal to D, I guess. She is a master of disguises. I mean, we over on the right side over there, we have Jill, the master of unlocking, and over here we have, D. Oh my god, Agent Winters, BST. I'm so sorry I ever doubted you, D. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. BST? Biohazard Strike Team. Nice! Represent! We deal with any incidents inside the arc involving biohazards. After... That's kind of funny. Her fake name currently is Winters, and she is naming her new squad Biohazard. Very reminiscent to the game that Ethan Winters has piloted, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That is hilarious. Anyway, after merging with the ACPU, we've been tasked to deal with the current incident involving the virus. My, very impressive. Effective immediately, I'll be joining your team. I presume I can count on your cooperation. You know, I think out of all of these, like, NIKKE character, or whatever they're called, I really like D. For 2 reasons, and 2 reasons only. Those being that really nice hat, and that really nice glow stick. Those are the only reasons I have. Anyway, effective immediately, I'll be joining your team. I presume I can count on your cooperation. Commander Nest will be personally leading this operation. Huh? Is there a problem, Commander? There is a huge problem. 2, in fact, ginormous problems sitting right in my face. Dear God. A, your buttons are missing, and B, your buttons are missing, and your bra is showing. It seems D doesn't want anyone to know that she's with Perilous Siege. I'll play along for now. Ahem. We could use any help you can give us, Poli. Whoops, oh. Okay, I'll do my best. I'm kind of in rough shape though, so I might need some assistance from you all. I believe that covers all the introductions. Shall we move on, Commander? Yes, call me Commander again. Right. Okay, let's go over the situation again, and share what we've all found in the mansion so far. Oh man. Ooh, things are getting spicy. In various ways, mind you, I suppose.
Engaging the enemy.
Engaging the enemy. Alright, Claire. Do what you do best and blow things up. Huh! Oh! Huh! Dang, I missed that one. Okay, we got it. Bam!
I've got to reload.
Oh!
Cover me.
Gotta reload. Cover me. What's going on up there? Yes! We got it again. We're getting pretty good at this, but, I mean, we do have our highest level characters here.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Our next class will, I guess, take form on the next part of the gameplay walkthrough for Goddess of Victory NIKKE x Resident Evil Reborn Evil. That was like the most cheap segue I could ever make, but I mean, here we are. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy, and if you did, just consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us on out into that YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching the gameplay walkthrough so far. I really appreciate it. This game has been very fun seeing some of my favorite characters in this brand new universe and like take on this style. I'm having a great time. I have a feeling that the next part may be the final part. I'm not sure. We might even get a story number 3 because, I mean, we had... I don't know. I mean, my thoughts are Ada was like the big focus kind of thing. And then right now in story number 2, with marketing, it has Jill. My only thing is, yeah, Claire might be a number 3 thing. But then again, we got Claire for free. So that's like my only concern. So that's why I am thinking that the next part will very likely be the last part of the gameplay walkthrough. So, again, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will most certainly hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.